Hello learners, welcome to the another important lecture of week 4. Here in this lecture, we will be talking about one of the most important topics of vocabulary, that is one-word substitutions. But before we proceed, let's know what are one-word substitutions or substitutes, and why do we learn and what is the use of learning them. One word substitute is a word that is used in place of a long phrase or sometimes a complete sentence. For example, I met a man who didn't believe in the existence of God. Here the complete underlined clause can be replaced by a single word, and that is atheist. So the sentence can be written as I met an atheist. As we know that the advancement of science and technology has made communication very fast, and today it is very important to write and speak a long statement precisely. It requires lots of effort and an extensive vocabulary. Generally, people don't understand long statement full of verbosity and circumlocution. Most of the time, the message remains unintelligible because of wordy sentences. In this regard, Alexander Pope says, words are like leaves, and where most abound, much fruit of sense beneath is rarely found. Although we speak and write in a communicative way, but it is always prudent to use precise words that are easy to understand by all. Especially, there are numerous words for a group of words in English language that can convey messages more effectively and without losing the meaning. In fact, for effective communication, one-word substitution is indispensable. The topic is equally important for those who are preparing for competitive examinations like IBPS PO, NDA, CDS, IBPS Clerk, PO, SBI, SSC related examinations like SSC, CGL, etc. and others. So let's discuss some of the important one-word substitutes. The first one is anarchy. A is a negative prefix here, means not, and archy means rule. So the meaning of this word anarchy is government by none or absence or denial of any authority. For example, anarchy prevailed in all over Afghanistan. The another one-word substitute is antipodes. The singular of this word is antipode. There is a difference in the pronunciation in plural. Antipodes means those living on opposite sides of globe or any two places opposite side of the earth. The North Pole and the South Poles are antipodes. The another word is ambidextrous. Ambi means both and dexterous means hand. So ambidextrous means one who can use both hands with ease. Usually it is a word used for skillful, versatile. In English literature, Ben Jonson is ambidextrous. That is to say, completely able to express himself in verse and prose. The another word you see is altruist, a lover of mankind, an unselfish person whose actions show concern for the welfare of others. He is an artist and also an altruist whose ultimate motive is to help humanity. The another word is anarchist. Anarchist is from anarchy. So anarchist is one who believes that government and laws are not necessary. In farmers' protest, there were some anarchists who tried to defame the protest. The another word is bankrupt. Bankrupt is one who is unable to pay his debt. For example, my friend is bankrupt because he is ruined and is unable to pay this much of amount. The another important one-word substitution is blasphemy. Means speaking ill and disrespectfully about God and sacred things. For example, when people speak against God or religion, they accuse of blasphemy. Is your writing legible and full of spelling errors? If yes, then you are a cacographist. So the another word is cacographist, one who is bad in handwriting or spelling. I am unable to understand his paragraph because of poor spelling and handwriting. He is really a cacographist. This word caco means bad and graphist means writer. So cacographist means one who is poor in writing and spellings. The another important word you see is herbivorous. Herb means vegetables, vorous means eaters. So herbivores are those whose primary food source is plant-based. Some animals like elephants are herbivorous. The another word you see is carnivores, one who eats flesh or meat. For example, tiger. Tiger is carnivore. The another is omnivores. Omnivores, omni means all and vores means eater. So these are the animals that eat both plants and animal-derived food. An omnivore is an organism that eats plants and animals. The another word is cannibal, and this is very important. Cannibal is one who feeds on human flesh, and a cannibal is a person or animal who eats human flesh. The another important word you see on the board is Epicurean. Epicurean is one who is for the pleasure of eating and drinking. You might have seen some people saying that the whole world is family, or they believe in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. They are cosmopolitans, do you know? So a cosmopolitan is a person who regards the whole world as his country or family. A person familiar with and at ease in many different countries and cultures. There are some people who are not sensitive. You might have also seen that there are some people who are not sensitive to the sufferings of others. Do you know who they are? These people are known as callous, who are indifferent to the sufferings of others. Do you know the state of being unmarried? Yes, that is celibacy. Celibacy is a state of being unmarried. The another is anything that can be easily believed. What do we call? We call it credible. An antonym of this word is incredible. Anyway, there is another word on the screen that is S-U-A-V-E, suave, and debonair. These are two words used for a person who is polished and light-hearted. Okay, a man who is womanish in nature, it's a common word. He is known as effeminate. Effeminate is a person who is womanish in his nature. Okay, do you know any speech which is delivered without any previous preparation? Yes, that is known as extempore. The spelling is EXTEMPORE, but the pronunciation is extempore. Can you tell me the word which is inscribed on the grave or tombs? That is known as epitaph. Okay, can you find a word for a persuasive and fluent speech? Any speech which is persuasive and fluent, that speech is known as eloquence. Okay, there is another word on the screen, that is feminist. And feminist is a very common word. It is used for a person who works for the welfare of women. Can you tell me one word substitution for a person who always believes in fate and destiny? Yes, anyone who believes in fate or destiny is known as fatalist. Okay, there is another word, one who runs away from justice. A person who runs away from justice is known as fugitive. Okay, most of the people you might have seen that they are lover of good food. Okay, so can you suggest any name for them? They are gourmand. A person who eats too much. I think some of your friends used to eat too much. Can you suggest any word for them? Yes, these people are glutton. Do you know a man who is controlled and a little frightened of his wife? Or a husband who is ruled by his wife? Yes, there is one word substitution for that person. He is a hand-packed husband. Let's take the another word, heretic. Heretic is a person who speaks and acts against any religion or any popular idea. He is heretic. Okay, can you tell me one word substitution for a person who holds a post without any salary? We are salary paid people, but there are some people who hold position without any salary. These people are known as honorary. Okay, any person who believes that sensual pleasure is the chief good, or his goal is only to have sensual pleasure in his life, these people are known as hedonist. Okay, the another word is homicide, and homo means same and side means killing. You know already, killing of a human being. There is another word, one who is the breaker of images and traditions. These people are known as iconoclast. A person who pretends to be somebody else means he pretends something different. So these people are known as imposters. Okay, there are some people you might have seen, they are unable to express themselves frankly before others. What is the one word substitute you would like to give? So for a person who doesn't express himself frankly before others is introvert. And you know this word. You have seen some people that they are very, very strong and they can't be defeated. So one too strong to be defeated is known as invincible. Okay, the another word you see is one that cannot be harmed or wounded. That is known as invulnerable. Okay, anything what cannot be believed easily. This is incredible. Another person who knows many languages, he is a linguist. There is another word, misogynist. And misogynist is a person who hates marriage. Mythologist. Mythologist, myso means hate and logi means science or study or knowledge. So any person who hates knowledge is mythologist. Who doesn't like mankind is known as misanthrope. Mis means hate and anthrop stands for humanity or mankind. So misanthrope is a person who hates mankind. Okay, there is another important type of person, a person of material outlook, indifferent to cultural events, etc., are known as materialist. A person having the same name as another, he is known as namesake. A person who is new and inexperienced in anything, that is known as novice. Okay, a person who is well known or widely known for his bad works, like Dawood Ibrahim. These people are known as notorious. Okay, the another word is obsolete. Can you figure out what is its meaning? An obsolete is a word or a custom that is no longer in use. So anything that is no longer in use is obsolete. Can you suggest any word for a person who loves mankind? Yes, he is a philanthropist. Philan means love and anthropos means mankind. So a philanthropist is a person who loves mankind. Can you tell the word that stands for a person who doesn't believe in war and loves peace only? That person is known as pacifist. And just opposite to that is warmonger. Okay, can you suggest any word for a person who speaks many languages? Yes, he is a polyglot. A polyglot is a person who speaks many languages. There are some people who steal ideas of others in their writing and in their speaking. So, can you suggest a word for a writer who steals ideas from others? He is a plagiarist. Can you suggest one word substitution for a man who has more than one wife? He is polygamist. And a polygamist is a person who has more than one wife. Okay, anything which is not fresh, that is known as stale. S-T-A-L-E. There is a disorder in which a man walks in sleep. Can you tell one word substitution for that? So a person who walks in sleep is known as somnambulist. And something like is somniloquist. Somniloquist is a person who talks in sleep. Some women are noisy and quarrelsome. Can you tell any specific word for them? A noisy and a quarrelsome woman is known as shrew, S-H-R-E-W. This word was coined by William Shakespeare in his comedy Taming of the Shrew. So here are some word substitutions on the screen, and you have to find out the correct option out of the 4 options given below. A person who travels on foot is known as pedestrian, traveler, walker, health conscious. So the correct option is pedestrian. Pedestrian is a person who travels on foot, that is one who prefers to walk over traveling by a vehicle. Yes, the another is there on the screen, a country that is ruled by a king or a queen. Monarchy, democratic, autocracy, or all the above. So the right option is monarchy, means rule by king or queen. The practice of having several wives. Okay, bisexual, monogamy, bigamy, polygamy. So practice of having several wives is known as polygamy. For two wives, this is bigamy. So bigamy is wrong here, here is polygamy. Okay, the another is there, when someone is not able to sleep. This is a disorder and it is known as insomnia. There is another one word substitution on the screen, medical study of skin or skin disorders is known as. The right option here is dermatology, because derma means skin and logy means science. So dermatology is the right option here. Okay, the another is there, when a person sees images or something that is not present and actual. These are assumptions, presumptions, imaginations, and hallucination. So the correct option is hallucination. This is a mental disorder in which a man sees all those things which are actually not available. Okay, the another word is there, a man with a woman-like characteristics, habits or manners. We have already read that these people are effeminate. So effeminate is the right option here. A person whose age is 100 or more than 100 years. Now you will say ageless, centurion, centenarian, or century. So the right option is centenarian, because centi means 100. Okay, one who strictly believes in destiny or fate. We have already known that he is a fatalist, one who believes in fate or destiny. Okay, disease which is spread from one person to another person by direct contact, like COVID-19. These diseases are known as contagious disease. Okay, very important word is there. A group of worshippers assembled for the religious ceremony. It is called congregation. Congregation is a gathering of people or animal. And very similar word is the first option, that is aggregation. Aggregation is a number of things that have been brought together, mostly used in scientific explanations like an aggregation of molecules likewise. So congregation is the right option here. So by now we have learned some important and frequently asked one-word substitutions. I hope that you have learned most of them and these will help you in your language learning. Knowing these words will assist you in speaking and writing better. In the another video lecture, we shall discuss another important topic of vocabulary. So stay tuned and enjoy learning. Thank you.